So, when we talk about the digital revolution in dentistry, what do you think of? I bet it's scanners, mills, maybe 3D printers. But what if the biggest change isn't about the tech at all? Today, we're going to dig into how this transformation is really about connection. Connection with your patients, your team, and honestly, with why you got into this profession in the first place. Let's jump in. Okay, so right off the bat, let's challenge a big assumption. This quote from Dr. Marcus White, it kind of flips the whole conversation on its head. We all think digital means accuracy, right? Perfect fits, perfect impressions, but he says that's the weakest reason to make the switch. So if it's not accuracy, what's the strongest reason? Well, that's what we're here to find out. Exactly. We've got to look beyond the microns and the margins for a minute. The real game changer here, the thing that truly revolutionizes a practice, it isn't found in the clinical precision alone. Nope, it's happening in a much more human and way more powerful part of your everyday work. I mean, think about the old way, right? We try to explain these super complex dental problems using what the source calls black and white words. It was abstract and, let's be honest, probably pretty confusing for the patient. But now, look at the digital present. The teeth are right there, on the screen. The conversation just instantly shifts from you lecturing at them to you exploring with them. It becomes a shared reality. And that right there, that visual shift, it gets us to the real heart of this whole thing. It's not about the scanner. It's about how the scanner completely changes the dynamic, the trust, the connection between you and your patient. This is where the magic really kicks in. Everything becomes a digital touch point. You're not just describing a worn-down molar, you touch the screen and show them. You're not just explaining what a crown could do, you touch the screen and show them a potential solution. All of a sudden, you're not just telling them what's wrong, you're exploring the what if together. It stops being your diagnosis and starts being our plan. And you gotta ask yourself, what does that do? I mean, really think about it. When a patient sees exactly what you see, when they can point to the problem themselves, how does that change their trust in you, their understanding, their buy-in for the treatment? It changes absolutely everything. But this incredible new conversation doesn't just stop in the operatory. That same scan, that same screen, becomes the central hub that pulls your entire team together. It creates a practice that's finally, truly, in sync. Here's a great way to think about it. Your scanner is basically a dental hard drive for every single patient. It's not just today's scan. It's a complete clinical record from the very first time they sat in your chair. Every checkup just adds another layer to this living, breathing history that anyone on your team can pull up and see the whole story. So what does that look like in practice? Simple. Step 1, the patient gets scanned. Step 2, boom. Instantly, your treatment coordinator sees it, your front desk sees it, and here's the kicker. Your lab technician can see the prep in real time before the patient has even gotten up. The walls between departments, they just dissolve. You're all one team working from one single source of truth. And if you think that sounds a little too futuristic, you have to hear this story from Dr. White. He was literally at an airport, in between flights, treatment planning for his patients on his phone. Approving scans, sending cases to his lab, he was keeping his practice moving forward from hundreds of miles away. Now that is the freedom of a truly connected ecosystem. Okay, so all this connection and collaboration is amazing, right? But it wouldn't mean a thing if the clinical results weren't top-notch. So let's circle back and talk about how this digital workflow builds on the very foundation of great dentistry, precision, and predictability. And the clinical wins are so clear, so tangible. You can blow up your preps to an insane degree, catching tiny errors you'd never see otherwise. You can get a virtual thumbs up from your lab while the patient is still there. Think about it. That means less rework, huge savings in share time, and a way less stressful experience for both you and your patient. What this really means is your dental tech is no longer, as the source puts it, a remote figment of your imagination. They become a true, direct partner in patient care. That instant communication, that feedback loop, that's the secret sauce for getting predictable, fantastic outcomes every single time. So when you put all of these pieces together, the patient connection, the team being in sync, the clinical precision, it becomes so obvious that this is about way more than just buying a new scanner. This is about investing in a whole digital ecosystem that elevates every single part of your practice. And this analogy just hits the nail on the head. We all use iPhones. We all use Uber. We expect these seamless connected experiences in every part of our lives. why on earth would we expect anything less from our healthcare? Modern dentistry isn't just about having a few digital tools. It needs to be digital to its very core. And that really brings us to the final, most important question. This whole journey isn't just about new tech. It's about a new vision for what your practice can be. More connected, more collaborative, more efficient, and honestly, more rewarding. So the only question left is your practice really ready for its digital future?